Welcome back to another tier list. I don't know why I enjoy making these so much, but they're pretty fun. Get some community interaction as well. I've got some great feedbacks from you guys, so I appreciate the comments. As always, any players I'll leave out, leave them in the comments below. I'll reply to you, tell them what tier I would have put them in, because, you know, I do forget some players. There's a lot of cards in the game. It happens. Anyways, guys, going for 80 likes again on today's Defender tier list. Also, let me know, should I do icon tier list? I'm thinking that could be cool. Maybe a base, mid, and a prime. Something like that. We'll see. But anyways, let's get straight into the tier list. Are you fed up of coming against God Squad game in and game out?
What?
If so, make sure to head over to u7buy.com using the link in the description below. And don't forget to use code RAN at checkout for an extra little discount. So let's begin with my new favorite CDM super sub, who now is on the Defender tier list. This was a bit of an issue. Acuna at left back himself, he actually doesn't get past A tier because of the 86 pace. Okay, so he's like a demon, don't get me wrong. Tree's a weak foot as well, but the 86 pace, unless you truly believe chem styles work to the fullest of their abilities, and which a shadow will get you 96 pace, if you believe in that, he's S tier for sure. But I don't really know. And for me, somebody with under 90 pace never feels that ridiculously fast with whatever chem style I use. So it's just about to be an A. However, if you move him in game to center mid or CDM, or use some on it center mid, he is so clear at S tier. He is phenomenal. What a card. But purely at left back, I think he's just a tad too slow. A tad too slow. Next up, we got Alaba. For me, I'm chucking him B tier tops. I have Alaba on Treadwell, I'm pretty sure. And I don't know. I just don't really like this card. I think he's a little small. He's a little weak. He doesn't really have like maybe the aggression or something to really win that ball back. He just doesn't fight for it enough. Now, I know a lot of people that love this guy, so if you're one of those, he's great. Also, if you like ball-playing center backs, it really doesn't get any better. This guy on the ball feels beautiful. Beautiful. The agility, balance, really good for center back, and he turns very nicely. So if that's something you care about, easily A tier. But for me, I just want my guys to be fast, good, strong, defensive beasts, and he's not really all that. And 80 pace isn't even that fast for a center back nowadays, right? So he's a little bit behind even on pace, which you'd think he would have quite high. He's got this Trent. Gonna put him A tier. Very good card. A little bit memed, a little bit, but honestly, if you play with this guy, you know he's the real deal. Not much to say about him. Very good right back and very close to S tier. If this tier list was done a few weeks ago, definitely would have been an S tier card. Another A tier card, I'm gonna go with this Atal. He's actually closer to B tier than S tier. Even though Atal is one of my favorite FIFA cards, probably of all time. Going back through the years, his FUT Birthday, his Shapeshifter, all these great cards. And he's always been good in FIFA. However, this year, really at that right back position, once again, I feel like he's like Acuna, is better in midfield. His defense isn't amazing. I'll be honest, not amazing, not very strong, stamina kind of runs out. Yeah, does have some weaknesses, so for me, there's absolutely no way he can be S tier, but obviously, still an incredible card. If you're looking to get this Tal, please buy this 84 in inform. It's basically the same card for way cheaper. Don't get fooled, unless you really like the card design. Next up, we got this Aspilicueta. I'm going to put him in B tier, mainly because, you know, he's kind of a bit stuck at this right back position. His dribbling is not good enough, in my opinion, to be an A tier fullback. Everything else he's got pretty much on lock. Next, we clearly messed up here, and we have Brandt. Brandt clearly was supposed to be put in the midfielder list, and he didn't make it. Okay? So, I don't know what just happened here, but that is funny. I'm gonna say, if this was the midfielders tier list, okay, he would have been B tier. He's a bit meh, but like he's solid, but he's a bit meh. I can't believe I messed that up. But you know what? It is what it is. We're gonna keep him in there for the memes. Here's what we got. Cancelo. For me, he is S tier. Got dribbling, good pace. Obviously, it's not ridiculous, but once again, if you believe in shadow, then it's basically max pace. But it's that passing. That passing, I love it. Especially because I'm playing 4-4-2, right? Hitting the balls down the line. He can play on either foot as well. I actually like him being right-footed on the left because you can do like an inverted L1-on-1 true ball. I haven't done that video for you guys yet. It's getting made at the moment about true ball, so Well, if you watch that video whenever it comes out, you'll understand what I mean. I actually prefer it being inverted. However, just a piece. Tall as well. 4-star, weak foot, I believe. Let's do a little VAR analysis. Do a little VAR analysis. Exactly right. He's got the 4-star weak foot this year. He's got the 4-star skills as he's always had. Just a monster, man. Beast, 96 stamina as well. Sensational. Sensational. Obviously, put this one in the A tier. Very similar to that Acuna. I would say that Acuna is better than Cancelo, but you know he's still pretty good and definitely higher than a B tier. Carlos is gonna be B tier as well. Very similar to Alba. He's just good. He's good. He's not anything really much, but he's alright. He's not gonna set the world light. He's 6'1" as well. Decent, but just not amazing. Christian, wow. Once again, all these like exactly 80 pace center backs, they're decent. Now Christian could sneak into the A tier. The only problem is I've heard no like really good reviews about him, even though his 88 defense should be very good. Let's look at the little in-game stats. We'll do a little bit of analysis. Okay, acceleration killer. No way he's getting A tier with that acceleration. Bad agility and balance, not my center back. No chance. Decent enough for B tier, no better. This Collins is going A tier. I've heard a lot of good things about this Collins. Let's once again have a little peek at the in-game stats, right? It's 90 agility, 90 balance. Fantastic. Obviously his pace is stupid. Defense, physical, pretty good, not amazing. But I do want to remind you guys, this is a 70k card as well. You guys can, you know, fit him in your team. You know, he's 6'2", he's not even small with these stats. Telling you, just give it a go. Now the 75 composure could definitely play an impact. So watch out for that, but even 93 strength. Very, very nice card. Next got Kone. I'm actually going to put this guy A tier. Now, you guys may think I'm crazy, but this guy is a fighter, bro. Even in the air, he's a demon. He's 5'9". He just loves it, bro. He fights so hard for everything. Love him. Passion merchant. Would seriously recommend. Now, up next, we got Kaza. Now, if you watch my, you know, TikTok or streams, you know my opinion on Kaza. I want to put him C tier so badly, but we'll put him B tier just for you guys, because I know some people do like him, but oh my god. I've never seen a bigger fake stat merchant in my life. I'm not even going to talk about him. That's it. He's done. Cordoba, we're actually going to sneak into S tier. Not the biggest fan in the world because of his height. Obviously, his killer, but oh my god. When it comes to pace, defending, all that stuff, sensational card. Davies Player of the Month is going to be A tier. I don't think he's quite good enough defensively for me to put him into that S tier. Now, where he would be S tier, balanced in a 4-3-1-2, like a narrow, put him on balance or something, him bombing up. S tier card there for sure. But overall, gonna be an A tier card. I think his stamina still isn't amazing either, so that's where you kind of get caught. But let me double check real quick, alright? So yeah, stamina is 84, so if you have him on balanced, he's gonna run out of stamina as well, so it's a bit annoying. This Delict, I'm gonna sneak him into A tier. I'm going to sneak him into A tier. Now, the problem with this Delict is I haven't used him. I've not heard bad things about him, and stats-wise, he still looks a very, very, very good. Nah, you know what? Actually, I can't put him A tier. He is B tier. He's good, but he's not good enough to be A tier. He actually isn't. Oh my god, this is actually an S tier card. This could be biased. This could be biased, but this is my favorite left back I've used in a long time. From the 5-star weak foot to the ridiculous pace, to the strength, to the defense, to just everything. Just everything. And his price, even though we don't factor in price into these tier lists, of course. He's like Mendy if he could dribble and was just better. It's what I imagine like an inform or second inform Mendy would be like, basically. Just great. Just great is what he is. Sensational. DJ, bit of a fraud. I'm gonna put him A tier because still really fast, still solid, but he's got a few mistakes in him. I still feel like because he's a silver base card, that definitely has some sort of impact, right? So, I don't know, for me, can't be S tier. Next, we got Florenzi. Gonna be A tier again. Jack of all trades, master of none, right? Obviously, another card that would be fantastic in midfield. Pace a little lacking for a fullback, but otherwise, a solid all-round card. Scott Gunter, we're gonna put him into B tier. I know a lot of people like this guy. For me, this doesn't really line up at kind of that fullback place, right? So it's just the height. I don't know. Like, he has 90 agility, 88 balance. It's one of those where I haven't used him in game, so it's kind of unfair, but it's hard for me to really kind of gauge how he would feel in game. Now, if he does feel agile and that his height isn't an issue, A tier for sure, don't get me wrong. But just what I'm assuming he feels like, it's going to be a B tier. but you guys can let me know if you guys completed them. That could definitely be wrong. Gomez, gonna be A tier for sure. Just all on beast. FIFA meta card, yada yada. Pretty self-explanatory. Hakimi, actually 87 now. He is definitely S tier. He is clear of Disatale in my opinion. If you guys want the best right back, the 87 wants to watch Hakimi is definitely better. Got it all. Sensational card. Obviously lacks slightly in defense, similar to the Davies. There's something about Hakimi, like on paper this looks really unfair to put Davies in A and Hakimi in S, but something about that Hakimi, I don't know. Next up we got Theo. Put him at A tier. Very good card. Used him for a lot, and I still have him red on my road to glory. But that 3-star plus kind of dribbling and sub 80 defending, no way you can be S tier. Next got this Reece James. I'm gonna have to do a VAR check on this. Let me check his in games. This James looks very good, to be fair. Obviously the agility, composure. Gonna probably put him into. Yeah, we'll keep him in A tier. I think that's fair enough. Yeah, it's a pretty good card, but obviously probably doesn't feel the best on ball. Probably just keeps him out of that S tier. Mpembe, decent. Gonna keep him in C tier. I think he's better than Kaza personally, but of course he's still not as good as these cards in the A tier. Next got Klosterman, definitely A tier. Very, very good. Definitely recommend him. Him and Collins as a centre back partnership, I'd say, is Headlines Koulibaly. I'm actually going to put him S tier. Very, 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 very good card. I want to get him back in my team, but it's just so hard to chemistry him. Brilliant card. Only going to get better with some upgrades. I know the agility and balance seems ridiculous, but you'll live with it for how ridiculously good he is defensively. You just can't get past this guy at all. Next got this Kunde. Definitely A tier. You know, it's got it all, but a bit small is really the only issue. Skriniar, I'm gonna put. We'll sneak into A tier. I don't think he's amazing. I think his stats are a bit of a lie. Still a solid defender, however. Magloire, this card I'm kind of not sure on. I haven't used him myself. Haven't really heard much about him, but I'm just going off his ridiculous pace that he's probably an A tier player. Marquinhos, easy S tier, best defender in the game in my opinion. That's not an icon. It's absolutely sensational card. And his gold is A. His gold is even very close to S tier for me. Just the best defender, hands down. This Mbabu I'm gonna put S tier as well. Sensational card. I saw he actually got a huge price spike due to, I guess, links or something. He is like by far the best right back in the Bundesliga. So it makes sense. Mendy nowadays is going to be B tier, bit of an average card. I think a lot of special cards kind of have outdated him. Militao, he's upgraded now, he's even better. Gonna put him S tier, even though it's a bit of a debate because he has like a lean body type, I think, maybe, or average body type. Either way, he doesn't feel very bulky, very solid defensively, but he's rapid, crazy good agility and stuff, and just a great defender. This Rannerz, A tier, solid, but he's always stupidly weak and absolutely useless in the air. No way he's going S tier. This defender I haven't used, but I've heard very good things, so A tier. I don't think he's good enough quite to be S tier. However, this PK, A tier as well. We are really filling up the A tier here. I need to get something in C and D. Obviously, not quite fast enough to be an S tier. I got Ruben Diaz. I'm going to put you D tier just because I need somebody in D tier, and he's probably the worst card here because I do pick really only the top cards to do. That's kind of that. Rudiger, very controversial. I'm putting Rudiger S tier. This card in game, something else for me personally. Him and Marquinhos are my two goats, and then everybody is kind of behind him. I should probably add like a goat tier, for like only a couple cards each kind of tier list. But yeah, nah, Rudiger, sensational. I can't even explain it. I guess it's just good pace, good defending, and like decent height, but he's just incredible. Regulion. Believe he's got another upgrade. I think this card is outdated, so I'll probably slot him into A tier. Let's just double check his stats. Yeah, so he's up to that 96 pace. I think I have to put him in A tier with that. Lottie, pretty decent card, but I'm only gonna put him at B tier. Probably marginally better than that Mendy, but obviously Mendy still has the 5-star weak foot and whatnot. I think most of these cards, well, all the cards in A tier really are better than him. You could argue he's maybe better than Theo, but I don't think so because Theo's like height and pace. Let's got this Robinson, who's very similar to Lottie, so I'll put them both there. I played against this Robinson, and for me, he's just not A tier. He seemed really bad. I don't know why, because he has the stats. He has like really good stats. This card, it's like the first Robinson in the world that's had very good stats, but in game he's not done really amazing, so I'm gonna just leave him at that B tier. Schultz, another one we're gonna chuck in the B tier. Just really got pace and a bit of everything else, but nothing special. This tomato gotta be A tier. I really want to use this card. Like, this tomato actually looks class. You know, it's because he's always got the crazy good like agility and dribbling. Obviously the good pace, but his defending and physical never quite been there, and this one has it. Very nice. Obviously, passing lets him down and keeps him out of that S tier. Too late. This guy's a demon. This guy's going A tier easily. Monster of a card. Kind of wish I had actually done him. He's 6'5", 85 pace, nearly 90 defending and physical. Obviously, he has like that jumping issue, but he's 6'5", so I think he'd be kind of okay. Sonozola goes S tier as well. Sensational left back. If you know, you know. He also has 5-star skills because they were like, let's make him even better for no reason. Very good card. Bayanku, a bit just a B tier card. Never feels that good in game in my opinion, but pretty solid still. Tagliafico will put C tier. It's a bit slow, but overall not too bad a card. And I believe he was free with the objectives, so we'll take that. Tapsoba, chuck him into A tier as well. I think he's a bit of a demon. Got all you could possibly want. Tese, I've heard this guy's unreal, so I have to chuck him A tier. Too many people in my chat hype this guy up. Every time I'm streaming, I always say this guy's name, so he must be good. That's all I'm basing it off. Tierney is class as well. A tier, very, very good card. Come up against him a few times in champs, and actually did cause me some problems. This Tomori will keep him B tier. Good card, but a bit meh defensively and physically, but has some nice pace. If he gets another inform, he's going to be absolutely crazy though. Well, actually, if he gets a first inform, because I think he got that boost just from the wins, if I recall correctly. Troy, love him, but Truth Weak Foot lets him down. I have this card untradeable. He is 87 rated now, and even with that 87 rating, he went up to 83 defense, so he got a +2 in defense. Was quite nice. Feels pretty solid defensively, but can't do anything really going forward. Trippier, gonna be a C tier card again. Just a bit meh. Some people may like him if they care about the passing a lot. Arguably B tier for sure, but bit meh. Upamecano, kind of sliding to C tier. Once again, just his acceleration. It's such a shame. His acceleration absolutely kills him. Van Dijk in form, I'm even going to put in B tier. Once again, acceleration. You just can't have low acceleration this year on center backs, in my opinion. Does hurt them a lot. And Mr. Varane going to slot in at B tier. So, guys, hope you enjoyed this list. Remember, we're going for a like, subscribe if you're new. If I left out some players, let me know. And if you think I was clowning on some decisions, let me know as well. Might have made some mistakes, let me know. I haven't used every one of these cards. I've used a good few of them, however, but definitely not all of them. So let me know your opinion in the comments below, and I'll see you guys next time. Thank you for watching.